Get your kids in the bed. Hello, everybody. Your show about to come on. Thank you for tuning in. Are you ready? Let's get it. Drop the beat. It don't matter. Hold on. Let's talk. Let's speak. Ooh, y'all sound good. Ooh, you don't grab that drink. Hey. It's the what? They're so cute. This one you twerk. Hey, I see you over there twerking. I see you over there twerking. Hey, shake it. Don't stop it, girl. Shake it.
Tune in. Let me get closer to you, girl. You don't want me closer to you.
You could be close, but our mic ain't on.
Why it ain't on?
I don't know.
What you doing?
I don't know, but they can hear us. Welcome to the Butcher Queen
Welcome
Podcast
to
Show.
the Butch and Queen Podcast.
You dispel your thoughts
While thickening the plot. How you doing,
The
Tia?
microphone right here.
You don't want me to talk to you?
I don't want you touching me.
She cuts up, y'all. I don't know
Because
how
this
y'all put
this
up on
episode
my-
is about
We
separation.
separate.
Yes.
Get on your
Now,
side.
okay,
50-50.
now you ain't in the camera. I don't got nothing to do with that.
I don't need the camera.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
She got her lashes on tonight. She's
My
got all
lashes
of that.
on every week, okay?
Fleeking.
Just for you.
I'm on fleek.
Just for you.
How you feeling this Tuesday?
Baby.
This thankful Tuesday.
I'm thankful, honey. I'm grateful.
Not
and
eating no
thankful
tacos.
To
Huh?
be no Taco Tuesday for me.
Oh man.
You know, I'm just not feeling that tonight. It's not in my spirit. It's not in my Holy Ghost.
Well, today it's just a lot that has been going on this week, and we gonna talk
We're
about
gonna talk
it.
about it.
We
So
gonna
how you
talk
feeling?
about it.
I didn't ask you how you feeling.
Exactly.
I'm
Ooh.
It's a different week, honey. You read
No.
these stories. These stories
And it
of
be-
separation.
Yes,
they
they
start
come in
feeding
your
into
life.
your life. You be
Yes.
like, ooh, what did I do?
But I'm feeling good. I can't complain.
Honey, you
I'm-
might as well
I'm-
not because they
yeah.
ain't listening. They
I
ain't
am
listening.
glad. Hey everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
Hey.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the Butch and Queen Podcast.
Show.
Listen.
No, we don't got show on. It's just
Yes,
podcast.
see how she cut up? Hey, Scorpio. Hey, Bertha. Hey, Miss Dorita.
Hey, Quintella.
Welcome.
So
Hey.
first we start off every week with a business shout out.
Business shout
You know,
out.
we like to shout out the businesses.
So of course, if you did not know, and I'm gonna say it every time you see my face to the breath leave my body, that small businesses make up this world.
They do.
Please know, yes, we love you, medium-sized, large-sized corporations. We appreciate you, but you gotta appreciate the small businesses that have maintained good old America
Yes.
and its territories. Okay. So, with all of that being said, we want to shout out to a couple businesses
Who you
tonight. I have been told I need to shout out Healing from Within. You can buy it on Amazon.
Yes.
I mean, it's available
It's
on
a
Amazon.
good book.
It's really a great book. It's affirmations, and it helps you, guide you, and it has a journaling section in
Yeah.
there. So please check out that on
Check
our
it
Amazon.
out. We're gonna post the link
We're going to
tonight.
post a link tonight for it. Also, my good friend Tiffany Macy, she
Yes.
also produced a journal as well. So we want to shout her out also.
I'm all about journaling.
Also, I have one more good friend that I'd like to shout out one tonight
Good
with
friend.
Global Career Institute. This institute is based out of Texas. However, it has a program where you can actually go online
Okay.
for medical servicing, medical assistance, a whole bunch of stuff. Okay,
Some guaranteed jobs.
Guaranteed jobs. They're
Yes.
looking for people. So go ahead and sign up for those programs. They have financial assistance available. So shout out to my friend
Shout
Doc
out.
out there in
Oh,
Texas.
Doc.
All my exes live in Texas.
Oh, do
I don't
they?
know. But we love y'all. We appreciate you. Support the small businesses.
Please
It makes our
do.
world go round.
And if you have a small business and you want to shout us out, don't Don't feel
Don't
like
hesitate.
DM
Send it to us. DM us. We will post
shout you out.
We will shout you out
Now,
on the show.
We will put a disclaimer. We never tried your product before.
Listen,
But
sometimes I never tried it. I ain't telling no stories, okay? Because you ain't going to blame it on me.
Okay,
you going to blame it on just what
but
happened.
we going to get started.
You ready?
You ready?
Let's get into the juice and the sauce. Let's go.
About the disappearance of Kevin McGrath? Watch until the end.
The disappearance of a Port St. Lucie man. Kevin McGrath was last seen on a Carnival cruise ship sailing to the Bahamas. His family says the father of two has now been missing since Monday. He failed to show up to disembark that ship.
But I was on the cruise ship, and it's weird that no one has been alerted. Like, I got an email this morning from Carnival that was like, a survey, tell us how your cruise was. How about an email that says, hey, there's a guy missing. Did you see him? He wasn't seen past 2 a.m. He never showed up.
Whew.
I can't stand that music, baby.
Tell us about that clip, Tip.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all heard just recently they had a missing person put out, and it was for a guy. His name was Kenneth McGraw. Well, a lot of people that were on that boat was shocked because they was like, they didn't ask us about anybody missing. They didn't let us know about someone missing on the boat. So they were kind of upset because they was like, that's vital time. You know, the first, like, 48 hours.
Come on.
The first 48 hours is very
crucial.
Very crucial.
To any investigation.
And it's a lot of, if you go on TikTok, that's where I got that video from. You can watch a lot of the crime TikTokers are like really going crazy over this because they missed a lot of crucial time on that cruise. They even said that the brother, so you saw the last part of the video was showing that he went to the club by himself. Now, one thing, I love cruises.
Okay, cruises are what it is. Okay?
I love cruises. I even went on. I love a cruise, but I do believe in staying in a group. I do believe staying in a group because you do get filthy drunk. You know you have a good
you're
time.
Out, but you're not in America. Let's start right there.
Yeah, and the cruise, you're on the water.
You're on the water. Okay.
But they said what happened was the last time they saw him, he was dancing by himself, and his brother confirmed that he heard the door open. And he heard someone come in. He can't confirm that it was actually his brother because he was sleepy. You know how you sleepy?
Oh,
yeah.
My goodness.
So he don't know if it was his brother came in, but he said he heard that door open, at a certain time.
Lord.
So he is missing. I'm praying that they find him.
They find it.
They had the helicopter look for him over the water on Carnival Cruise. I don't know if they looked on the boat, but they looked all around. So that is exactly. So that is super. These Scorpios.
That's crazy.
That is super scary.
Yes, it is very, very scary. Hey, Dia. Hey, D Scorpio.
So they don't know if he fell over or if they don't know what happened to him right now. It's like speculations. Basically.
It's a lot. So what do you guys think? What happened to the man? He's missing. Hey, Mallory, welcome to the show. Quintella,
a lot of people don't know about this. It's kind of big. They've been kind of...
It's kind of under the shades. And
yes,
I want to know why.
His family.
Why does that happen? Can you help me understand that? Why?
Because it's a business out there. And I'm not saying that he's a part of this business. But there is a business out there. Mm-hmm. And people don't really believe that this business exists. But there's a $1 billion business called trafficking.
It is.
Period. So a lot of times when people come up missing, they don't know if it's part of the business or if an accident happened. So they do have to give people time so they can get away with that.
No, but how much time of investigation do you need?
No, I'm being funny saying it.
Bertha said, did he jump?
See, that's the thing. They don't know. But it's supposed to be
the water?
It's supposed to be sensors. If you fall, it's the sensor that shows.
I know it's supposed to go off.
But you know what? That's what somebody said. They was like, what type of room was they in? Was they in a room where they had a balcony?
No, even then, it's just... Yep, they
Mallory.
body parts, all of that good stuff.
Yes.
It's a lot of stuff happening
So they don't.
here.
Yeah, they don't know what
But
really
I think
happened.
I'm worried that he's overboard. I'm just being honest.
I think he is. And somebody said
I
he
think
might have
he is
fell
in there
overboard
'cause he was
and
living
the
his
sensor
best life.
wasn't working
Yes.
like he was supposed to. And
Okay, Doretha said, hey, they always do a check-in when you're on the cruise, so they definitely drop the ball, but not by not notifying patrons. Absolutely, Doretha. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why this time that this young man is missing and here we are? I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I'm so lost on that. So it's just one of those things, guys. So we're going to continue to pray and ask the Lord to help us.
And I wanted to put that in y'all spirit because it's not being known, but I think people should know about that. I think people should know, and people
really
should take
weird.
safety. I'm not saying you shouldn't do carnivals because things happen on everything, but I think that people should be mindful of their surroundings.
Yes,
you should be when you travel. You should always be mindful
when you are
of
traveling,
everything.
Period. You especially, if some people go on voyages by themselves, I get it. But somebody, your mama, your cousin, your sister, your brother, you need to be mapping out. You need to get a tag.
Right.
Shout out to my friend Tashonda. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Tashonda.
Yeah, happy
Tashonda got a good old tag, baby. She was like, listen, Shay got a tag, and I know where you at and what time you there, okay?
Yes.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. So it's just outrageous. I don't even know what to do with that.
Yes,
Like,
I share with my mom.
I
share with everybody.
I really think
almost.
He's overboard. I'm sorry, that's where I'm at with it.
But
So,
I do think that's what I want them to find him.
I want them.
But some people said, did they search the ship? Because he could be in the ship,
He
like
could
her
be in the
herself.
ship.
Yeah.
If you think about how big that ship is,
Yes,
you have to turn every room, every location, every closet.
Right,
Where's
and that's
the
what they were saying.
surveillance? Where's the surveillance? Like,
And then they were
was
saying
his
they
last
don't have
steps?
cameras in the hallway.
Child done told, because normally they said we are secure and all that. Now y'all know. Listen, you your own security on the boat, people. You better ride with your friends, honey.
Okay.
So, I'm just saying.
Your battle buddy. That's what we used to call it in the military.
RJ, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Butcher
All
King
right,
podcast.
we're going to the next
Woo,
topic.
Let's get it. To this situation, to Kurt Franklin and the family.
And people didn't know that it was going to be so, deep. But so Kurt Franklin has not known his father. And y'all know Kurt Franklin is like 50-some years old.
There.
He like 55.
It don't even matter. He up there.
But he's up there. And the mama, it was like a secret that was kept, basically. Because the mama said she denies the DNA. That's a whole, I was going to have y'all, that's a whole nother conversation. Because even the sister had to come out and say, hey, it's DNA. Like, you
Dana don't lie.
Right.
Dana don't lie. People do
So
that.
the dad was basically telling Kurt, before he gave him the test, it was kind of cut. But he was saying, if I would have known that I had a child out there, I would have made the proper, I would have tried to be there for my child.
Of course. And then your child ain't just the average child. I ain't just trying to say that, but let's just be honest. Your child is Kurt like a mobile.
Yeah, Kurt Frank. But even before that, he's saying he would have been there for his child.
I get it.
But my thing is this: Kurt Franklin hands him the paper, and he like, man, this has been my son, and he lived right down the street.
Shut up.
Like he seen him grow up, but it wasn't a part of his life because
So
he
that's
had
huge.
That was very huge for him.
Yeah.
But that just shows you the thing where we get into the because I was watching the show. It's called The Pat Show, the comedian, where she had an abortion, and she was married. Now, at this point, she was married, so it's like the woman feeling like this is my body, this is my child, and not allowing the father of the child to make decisions. There is some people in there that are deadbeats. But everybody's not a deadbeat. Just like there's some mothers who start off like kind of crazy. And you be like, oh, they're not going to be a good mother. But they be the best mothers. So you got to give people a chance sometimes. That's what I'm saying. You don't know.
Yeah.
You have to give people a chance.
And the thing is, either way it goes, if the mother is denying the DNA, I don't know what to say about that. That's weird to me. Maybe she had a bad experience with this.
Or a heartbreak.
And I really think, what do you do when It's Mama knew who it went down with.
But
Let's be
sometimes,
honest.
depending on what type of
I
lifestyle
don't
she
know.
had.
She might have been living her life like it was gold in her rain. She might have been jamming or
Yeah,
something.
my life.
But I'm
It's
just
golden.
saying. But either way it goes, with that being said, do you think some mothers hold out on this
Yeah.
information?
They
just
do.
Because why?
Some mothers,
Why do you
okay,
think
so
that happens?
number one, some mothers hold out because they know who the father is.
Okay.
And they know what type of father he is already. So I'm not even going to subject my child to that.
But how fair is that? Everybody is.
But see, that's the point I was trying to say. It's not fair.
Trying to prejudge situations. How could, if you knew that man stayed down the street, and you know you had relations, the old folks say relations with that young man, and there was a potential, I feel like she's aware. That's why she was denying DNA. I'm just saying.
But what's crazy is 50-something years.
50 years, y'all. What do you do with that?
Like, that's a lot of time
What do you do
lost.
with that emotionally? What if it was you? What would you do?
I would be so sad.
Why?
Because that's a lot.
I think-
Because when you're growing up, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody say. People see other people with both of their parents. You have a little desire.
To have
It might, yes, to have it. It might not be that much, but it might be just a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? You might see somebody, like you see somebody with a nice car.
Yes.
And you be like, oh, and you never looked at that car before. You be like, but that's a nice car. And you walking.
Right.
And it's raining.
Yes.
Okay, you gonna be like, that's a nice car.
So with that being said, it's like we have to take on a whole different position. We have to take on a whole different light. We have to figure out a way in which it's okay to go ahead, even if you're not match made in heaven with whoever you potentially may have a child with.
Yeah.
Don't you think they still be
I think they should
equal opportunity?
I think they should be given the opportunity, and then not only they should be given the opportunity, if like you say all the time, give them an A, because this is nobody gets a book and say this is how you be a parent. Cause
nobody does.
Nobody gets a book. But the thing is, you know how to treat somebody how you would want to be treated.
That lady knew
Period.
that man was down the street. I don't care what nobody say. That
Hey,
lady
cousin.
knew. Welcome, cousin. Welcome to the Butcher Queen podcast. That lady knew that man was down the street all these years. So do you go off on your mama if it was you?
Well, you
Would
gotta
be
watch.
mad
Y'all
at your
watch
mama?
the show. I forgot what channel it's on,
Woo.
but
Y'all,
him and
that's
his
a lie.
mama, him and his
Would
mama.
you feel away if your mama?
Yeah, he felt the way. And him and his mama had
And
a
they close.
conversation. Yes, they was close.
Him and his mama
And he
close.
had told his mama, the fact that you're denying this right now, I'm going to have to pull back from you.
Right.
He said he going to have to pull back.
Right.
But that kind of explained him to me. The
Yeah.
fact, when I found out he didn't have, not saying that he needed a father figure, but he was close to his mama, and then, you know, that what happened, how she was, I was like, oh, that explains
So
a
it
lot.
explains a lot. But
About
with
him.
that being said, I feel like this is a great opportunity for him to pivot the bad of the situation and to really, really enjoy and kind of look at what he could do, you know what I'm saying, to make things better. You know, it's just
said something.
okay. Read it.
Doretha, it says it's a blessing that Kirk finally knows and has met his father. That's a big deal, especially if the father accepts him with open arms.
Oh my goodness.
Now they combine.
Like now it's all Kirk's choice to me.
Yeah.
Because now he's able to see this and he has to
And then it
unpack
was
that emotionally.
Yeah, and it was a very impactful moment. I cut it off. I had got to crying when I watched it.
Listen, she's so
He said, cause his daddy was just crying. He was like, I gotta go cause I don't want to be on camera like this. And he was like, well, can I just get one hug? He said, it might not be the best hug. He said, because I'm trying to accept it myself.
Right.
He said, it might not be the best hug, but can I get a hug? Cause we both need to hug right now.
That was beautiful.
And that was so beautiful.
So y'all just don't hold on to certain stuff.
Yeah, you can't hold on to grudges. You never
That's
know
an
the story.
opportunity that where we don't know where it's gonna go, but at least it closes a lot of other doors for both of them. And then now they get to decide, what do we do next? Now that is one of the hardest parts that they have to decide. What are they going to do next to see if they're going to continue the relationship, mend the relationship? What are they going to do?
The Scorpio said, we don't know what their situation was. He could have been married or a one night
All
stand.
you want from me is
That's
one
true.
Nice.
It
And,
could've been
and that's fine. Like I said, we don't know the story, but the
Yeah.
mama know the story about that man. Huh?
And she could have forgave
And she
him.
could have forgave, let's see.
At the end of the day,
Yes, my curse said, Lord have mercy. I know that's right, Bertha. It's a lot to unpack, but so I don't think that story's at an end. We're going to hear more about that in the days that comes by. So shout out to Kurt Franklin and get that closure you need with your daddy.
yes, at 50.
Baby, at 50, it don't matter. You can start today.
You see, that's what I'm saying. At 50 years old, people
Let's
think
get it.
it's over. It's not.
But what's really going on? Because we know about this, right? We got that. I'm still hurt about this, but it's okay. We heard about this one too. Are we really, you know what? Now, the next one I'm going to show you, I hope it's not true. Like, I'm low-key delulu about it, but, Yep, I hope it's not true either. Because I'm like, Remy, I know good and well. You are not doing what they're saying you are doing. See? Delulu. But they are saying that Remy cheated on Papoose with this guy. Who is this guy? I got you. Okay, so he's a battle rapper. And if you watch battle rap, you know who he is. I know who he is. I watch it. Okay, so I got a clip for y'all. This is a recent battle between Easy the Block Captain versus Geechee Gotti. And who's in the middle? Remy Ma. I got you. Hold on.
Remy, you are up here supporting the victim. We done had 6 chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one? Like, I don't give a fuck if you fucking this nigga. Just tell him stop spewing the business. If niggas found out you was fucking the help, that could really ruin your image. We talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rem. Nigga, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how his woman the greatest. Nigga, he held you down in prison for 6 years. I know it was nice, he cried big tears. He stood by you by your biggest accomplishment, front row, giving you big tears. Now y'all got a beautiful baby girl who oh so amazing. He'd be damned if he lose you to this bozo with braces. Nigga.
Listen, all I have to say about all the separation talk, all the divorce talk, is that we have to stop looking at these celebrity couples and say, oh, that's goals. Obviously, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, so why are we saying that's goals? Let's start focusing on our own relationships and let's start making our own goals. Can we? See, I was gonna...
Woo! Lee, shout out to Lee, honey.
But it was just a long week for me.
Oh my God!
Even though she
not long,
because even though she's saying that, what's her name, Janae May?
Yeah.
Jeannie May.
I
don't know why I want to call her Janae on my name.
Oh my God.
But Jeannie May, she must be talking about me.
Yeah.
Even though Jeannie May, and she had said some things before the relationship. People was bringing all the stuff she said about not wanting to be married and all this. She didn't file for divorce.
Jeezy did.
And then she had posted a video. This is a celebrity TV. Just bringing out some celebrity
We're just bringing it out.
She had posted a video of her child praying for her daddy
in
his book. And he had just got the New York's bestseller.
He
Like,
made the New York bestseller.
I like them as a couple, but obviously they had
so why
issues and
do
problems.
we put in my mind, a celebrity?
They're just like us.
I have never had this thing that, oh my God, I elevate a celebrity to this level that's like a stratosphere beyond stratospheres. Those people put their pants on just like you.
Yeah, they do.
They wake up in the morning and have problems just like
Beyonce.
you. Now, some of them have money problems, but most of them don't. And I keep trying to tell people in America that people always talk about financials and all that stuff, but when that is not your conversation, all we dealing with is just us.
Yeah,
life problems.
Doretha just said that.
We dealing with life problems. People understand
just
when,
like everybody
when money
else.
ain't your issue, you ain't talking about money. You talking about the regular free stuff that you want from somebody. And that's love, patience, kindness, all of those things. That's what you want from the person. And that's free. And we have such a hard time giving free stuff that we try to let other stuff glaze over the fact that, baby, when it comes down, when we not at the show, we got to deal with each other. When I'm not on the mic, we got to deal with each other. When we were stuck in COVID, you really had to deal with each other. So, like, what do you do in those instances that we all we got? Like, what do you do?
It's mainly about communication. And it was so crazy because she actually, Jenny Mae, put out a video. Well, she was on the, I think on the reel. And she was talking about how when she got in a relationship, she had learned something about herself that she didn't know. She didn't know she had a smart mouth.
Right.
She didn't know she had this I'm a boss type attitude. So she would, like, if something wasn't being done, she was, coming forward. And then she said Jeezy would get triggered and be like, who you talking to? So they would have these arguments, she said. But she began to, notice herself, she need to calm down.
Correct.
When she's at home, she's not, that's her husband. It's a different type of atmosphere at home.
Yes. It's crazy. Brother said, sign in months for a divorce. These Scorpios say at the end of the day, they are people who go through stuff just like the rest of us. Yes. Now, people idolize. And I think, I really think that's what happens.
But
people idolize celebrities because of their status quo in America.
And what they show. Like, online.
All you see is the glitz and
You
glamour.
only see the good.
All you see is the, Gucci down to your socks coming out of a Bentley.
And like you see the like, who was that today? We was watching Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti, and he took her on a trip, and he had roses
everywhere.
Roses everywhere.
And shout out to you, man. That was beautiful.
Bags on pedestals.
That was beautiful.
And then he had a saxophone playing to her.
It was beautiful.
It was really nice, and that's what you see.
That's
and
what you see, and that's a moment. What people need to realize is that that's a moment in time. You can do that at your own house right now.
You do that at your house.
Yes.
And then the next day, y'all fighting.
And the next day, I can't stand you, honey, because you didn't cook them grits
and then
right.
Iman and I forgot her name. Iman and Teyanna Taylor. Now that's the one who I was like, what is going on?
How y'all feel about that Teyanna Taylor situation? Your heart was broken.
I was like, what? But I had got the tea that he supposedly cheated, and then she came online saying he did not. So that's a whole
conversation.
But she said he did.
Let's go there. Is cheating the end all, Butcher Queen crew? Tell us right now.
It is.
Is cheating the thing that will make you say, I got to go? Barbara is Shirley.
But I don't want it to be for Papoose.
What would you do, Till?
Don't leave
Till,
Remy.
Answer my question.
She just had a
answer
bad moment.
the question, Till.
Cheating is the end all for me.
Cheating is the end all.
But Papoose, I want you to stick it through.
Why you want him to stick it through? See how I go? See that double standard? It ain't right. So, Butcher Queen, if they are cheating, if you are in a relationship and you find out, they cheating on you, is it over?
It's over for me.
Is it over?
Because you don't respect me.
What?
You don't. You don't respect me.
So you telling me people can have weak moments in their life?
Yeah, but you can have a weak moment, but that shows that you don't respect me.
Oh my God.
Doretha said it is for me. Thank you, Doretha. It is for me too, Doretha.
For me, I will say in my past time, it's not the end.
It is for me.
Now, if there's a continuation or a pattern that's occurring, if it's something that we need to discuss further, but
so how many times can you be cheated on?
See, I don't measure.
And then you can be like, I forgive you.
No,
I'm just saying. Because at the end of the day,
honey,
when they cheated, it was a sign of disrespect.
Baby.
Because at that moment of weakness, they had a chance. I know they thought about you real quick.
Bertha said, here is the anxiety talking. Yes, baby. All day. Dia says, no, cheating isn't going to end my relationship because there may be a reason. It may not be fulfilling your needs. D. Scorpio said, it's the end all for me. Mallory said, I can't accept cheating. If you don't have trust, you have nothing.
Amen.
That is true. But
what is that?
My alarms is going off.
Hold on, y'all. The alarm is going off in the house. What is burning? Bear with us for a second. She got to turn the alarms off. That is a sign from God, Mallory.
That is a sign from
Don't
God.
cheat.
Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Sorry, we're having a fire alarm going off. But
They can't get it off?
is they trying to get it off. Like, why would you don't get of course I can't accept cheating either. It's just one of those situations that's just beyond me. It's like beyond control. I want to find out about this fire alarm. Go ahead.
Because it's not going off. Let's see what happened. Bertha, you won't accept it too many times? Because I think I won't accept it at all. But I'm like, if you are accepting it, how many times you going to accept it? Doretha says, there's no reason if we love each other, why you want to have another person make you feel good sexually. That's my job. Amen. Amen, Doretha. See me, Doretha, me and you right here, girl. I'm just like this. This is my thing. Because even like Dia said, if you have come short of what your relationship or what you're supposed to supply, and then that person goes out and cheat, every time you come short, you supposed to go find somebody else? No, that's not what, if you're married, that's not what marriage is about. Because it's through sickness or health, through death do us part. It's through those times that the person is not fulfilling someone. It's supposed to be, that's where that understanding is supposed to come in.
Oh man, so here we go. Cheating is legit the ultimate disrespect. But I do believe that there are levels. Is this a one-time thing or is it habitual?
Now I was reading,
James, that's deep.
That is deep because
That's
I saw
deep.
someone, Scrappy was talking about texting today. I was reading on Instagram and he was talking about texting and I was like, they getting a divorce over texting? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I just don't. I think there's levels to everything. I think there's levels to. She's gonna check it out. It's done.
Oh, okay.
Like D Scorpio said, the time and energy it took for you to put into going to another person was the same time you could have took to communicate with me. Lord Jesus, you could. I mean, communication
is key.
It is key. It
Period.
is essential. Like I just really believe that it is just one of those situations.
Please, Auntie Kurt, please come help.
Yes, honey, I promise it's going down when I get off this podcast. But anyway, hey y'all, I'm sorry. Hey Tashonda, welcome. I know.
Happy birthday! That's Tashonda, everybody.
Happy birthday, Tashonda. But yeah, so it's really going to depend on the situation when we talk about cheating. It really depends on the situation when we talk about how we can move forward, because I just really believe that sometimes we run too quick. I really do. I think you should give a fair opportunity, and that's just my honest to God opinion. Tiffany says it's over. To me, it's not
because
over.
that's, to me, it's just too much.
Why is it? But why is it too much?
Because what cheating means to me, like cheating is just, it's just the obvious. Even if you didn't get to know them. Say it was just I got drunk type situation.
Right.
And you basically, so you're saying that you have no self-control.
Correct. But is it about self-control or is it about the situation?
It is about self-control.
No, it's not.
Even when I
understand that cheating is a choice, but at the end of the day, what prepared that person
it's never a mistake to me
to stop and not think about you for a moment in time that does not last?
First of all, you thought about that person. Don't say, oh my God. Don't tell me.
I'm not saying you didn't think about it.
Because that's why I say it's not a mistake. It's a choice. Because at the end of the day, when you are getting ready to enter the room with that person, I have been in situations where I was like, this is probably what a cheating person felt like.
Yeah.
And I wasn't cheating. But I was like, because that person pops in your head like that. And you have a choice at that moment to be like, you know what? This ain't it. I can't do this. Because that person pops in your head. Mm-hmm. You had that... no.
No,
but if you be like, that person pop in your head, you keep on going because you fulfilling your need that you have in your body, you're selfish.
Is it selfish or is it just the testosterone or the...
You're fulfilling the need.
The euphoric feeling that is in the middle of.
You're fulfilling.
But can you honestly, when you're in a euphoric moment, are you really consciously thinking on
yes.
No, you are not.
You're conscious thinking about that need that needs to be met.
Okay.
So you're not thinking about that need to be met?
When you have a euphoria moment, it takes you out of your standard element when it's euphoric. So you're not thinking on the same...
So you having a whole euphoric moment with somebody else.
Oh my God.
So you think I want you to come back to me?
No, seriously.
Euphoric over there, boo.
Listen, it is a euphoric moment, and your endorphins and everything's alter your sense of thinking. But I'm not saying you didn't think about the other person.
Oh, I know you did.
You're gonna complete that task.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
Why?
You're going to complete that task to fulfill that euphoric moment. Which, again, that's a chemical situation. So when it's a chemical situation.
Exactly. It's like a drug, huh?
So it helps you.
Oh.
Shut up.
Yes,
girl.
Talk that talk.
I just don't put myself in that situation. I'm just being honest. I ain't even trying to play devil's advocate. I'm just trying to think about.
Mallory said they got to get their ass tested, and I may not leave their ass. So Mallory said if they could come back and they don't have no sexually transmitted diseases, you is okay. Oh my God. Hi. Durden said that also means you have no regret for me.
No regard.
Oh, regard from me and my feelings. Hallelujah, Doretha.
Listen, all I'm saying is this: people fall short every day. People fall short every day. So if we fall short and you forgive for your partner, your friend, your relationship or situationship, whatever it is, everybody falls short every day. Now, if it's a trend. If you trending topic on something, that's my problem.
Let me tell you something.
If you're a habitual problem, it's when I have a problem.
And some people are slow. Let me tell you something. Mallory said, don't entertain these women who come into our lives to test us. That's a message. And that's true, Mallory. When certain things pop up in my life, let me tell you, I remember this was another relationship I was in. And I was complaining about, to my friends, like, oh, they just don't do this. And all of a sudden, this lady came out of nowhere talking about this what she liked to do. I knew she was the devil, and God wasn't in her.
Why is she the devil?
She wasn't the devil, but I knew that could have been a temptation, because I knew she liked me. And then I knew that she was attractive. No, I'm just saying. No, it's not about going too far. I still was her friend, but I knew the boundaries. I had to keep boundaries with her. I knew it. I'm sorry.
Said I probably will still leave them, but if I am married, but that does not make me want to consider trying to go to marriage counseling. If we are married, I would try to repair something. See. Mallory, I feel that is truth.
So you saying
people fall short every day. Just so happened it was cheating. People fall, like you may not do an obligation to the relationship, and it's just you didn't bring another person in, but it was still an infraction on the relationship. So you don't lead in. You don't lean in. So when I think it's a habitual situation if you're constantly cheating, then there's a problem. But I need to identify with you.
What are you talking about? I'm just saying, what did you say when people do what?
When people cheat and they fall short.
But you was comparing it to somebody else. I'm trying to listen to
period.
To other stuff and you forgiving.
Anything in your life.
But it has nothing to do with
financial,
trust.
Yes, it does.
Well, yeah, financially.
Yes, financials, mental stability.
If they lie to you about something.
If they lie to you, those are all things that you have to consider if you forgive them for or not. See, that's just like that Bible people be trying to throw at us every week, honey. If that's the case, All right, if that's the case, why can't you forgive, right? Because I get sent to hell every week.
Okay,
you
so
understand?
what happened?
So what do you do when you are sent to hell every week? When at the end of the day, you know your truth and you know what it is. So my problem is, if I fall short, I cheated. You know what I'm saying? I did that infraction. So it is a measurement thing. Like, what is it? Because that only
not
way
a
the
measurement.
Because then you like, if I fall short in the financials, your emotional side, and all of that, I'm still falling short. It just wasn't cheating.
Yeah, it wasn't a trust issue. It wasn't a forgetting about me issue.
It is a trust issue.
No. Depending on what it is financially.
Mentally,
If somebody was
emotionally.
If someone was stealing our money. Now, if you're going to the store and you're overspending, right? And you know there's a bill that needs to be paid, and you promised that you wasn't gonna overspend, and then you promised you wasn't gonna overspend. That's a lack of respect. That's a lack of respect. So you have to keep forgiving. So you had to keep forgiving. So then guess what? But cheating. Let's stick on it. Okay, can I finish what I'm saying? Girl. So cheating is more than just a lack of respect. It's a lack of respect. It's a lack of respect for the relationship. It's a lack of respect as you as a person. It's a lack of communication because you couldn't tell me. If you did, you couldn't talk about it. Then you have a desire in you that is more than the relationship. It's more. That's why it's a lot to me. It's a lot. I just feel like we pick and choose what's a lot. And then we'll accept somebody not doing what they're supposed to as a responsibility, but we won't forgive somebody when they fall short one time. That don't make sense because they may fall short in relationships often. So I mean, if you what do you do with that? But my thing is, you pick and choose what you want to forgive. So don't come over here in your heart, your little black horse, and try to say you better than me, because I don't want to forgive somebody for cheating. Doretha says, I will forgive you, but my trust will be broken going forward. That destroys my happy. Dia says, right, let's define cheating because sex isn't the only way to cheat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tashana said, I think the conversation needs to be had prior to the act. A lot of these situationships can be avoided if we were honest with our intentions. Do couples not discuss these things? That's a good one. Dia says, I would leave if my wife became emotionally entangled without discussing it with me. Baby. And that's the thing. People discussing things that they like and don't like in a relationship before they get married. I feel like that's what dating is about. And that's why people, I feel, don't know how to date. They don't actually get to know people. They jump into these relationships with people and they're not asking these important questions. What do you think about child rearing? They said that it came out that Jesus said their family values was different. Should you have known that before you tied the knot? But no, neither one of them had a plethora of children to gain this insight from. Right. So, but guess what? If you talk to somebody about it, you would know. I don't know. Like me and Crystal talk about kids and how we would do stuff, and it just be a conversation. Mm-hmm. But we actually know. We know who would be the hard person and who would be the easy person. Mm-hmm. And she know, even though y'all would think Crystal would be the hard, I would be the hard person. Mm-hmm. Cause I don't play that. I don't breathe. Okay. Wait, don't breathe. And this is her why, people. Don't breathe. This is why I don't. She don't have no kids. I don't have no kids. So yeah. So it's a lot to unpack. It's a lot of things. It was a lot this week. But I felt like Lily ended on the right note. We have to stop putting these people in such a high place that when they do get divorced, all of a sudden our relationship, then nobody can make everybody it. Comparing and contrast, honey. Just live in your house. Lily said, live in your house. And stop worrying about these folks because they human just like you. Okay. They just got probably long walks to the beach. But other than that, they still don't have the happiness they desire. And I keep telling people, be honest. Yeah, be honest with your mate. Absolutely. Yeah. It's so important to do that. Like, so let's get into this next. Let's go, honey. Ooh, that was deep. She loves talking about cheat. She want to cheat. Oh, no.
Claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
So that you just got recently for this thing?
I got it a few months ago when he
Okay,
started
for
doing
what's
this.
in the news now.
So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them, are being given streaming royalties and ownership back over our publishing on songs that we wrote at a time when you know that you have to stream a song 1 million times to make a cent.
Yeah.
Okay? It's hundreds of dollars. And me as somebody that's a girl's girl, I hit everyone in my group and said, absolutely do not take this deal. I can get us a show on Hulu right now and talking about boy bands and girl bands, because you have to realize there's a handful, 2 handfuls.
Oh my gosh. So I know that y'all heard, I think it's been a couple of weeks now. Well, it's been a little while. Puffy made an announcement that he just had this revelation that he was going to give people publishing rights. So everybody was like, oh, Puffy's so sweet. He's so nice. Then the people start coming out and telling us, one guy was like, you giving us publishing rights, you done juiced all the songs. I want the money you made. You need to go get you a snack.
My sugar's dropping, y'all.
Yes, I'm going to get her something.
Okay.
Snack. But they was like, oh my goodness, so Audrey came out and made a point because the other guy was yelling and hollering, so people really didn't pay him no attention. But Aubrey came out and let us know that he has an actual NDA. In order for you to get your publishing rights, you have to sign this NDA. And I think that is crazy. Some of these people have written these songs. And some of them might have made the whole beat to the song, because we know allegedly how Puff is.
So,
Diddy, whatever.
So what do you do with that? It's like, are you mad at him for that choice? Or if somebody tells you this is what it is and this is the only way to work with me, you still have your choice.
I feel like he was a bit.
Come out.
I feel like he was a good businessman at the beginning. He had them sign bad contracts. Period. They signed bad contracts. People be so worried about being famous, they don't realize the longevity of it. Yeah. You have to look at your contract. They just be trying to get in where they fit in and just say, oh, I'm with this person. No, read the contract. Pay that extra $1,000, $2,000 and let somebody read that contract for you to save you from having a lifetime of foolishness going on. Like, go ahead and do it. James said, so there was a conditions in getting their publishing. Diddy is a mess. Yes, but again, I feel like if you are made aware of what it is with that person that you working with, you heard
I'm not mad.
He can't come against the kids. So basically, if they have a song and he used their beat over again, they can't get mad at the kids for using their beat.
My thing is this, it doesn't make any sense at all. Like, it makes no sense at all for these things. That's why you have to educate yourself when you're in the entertainment business. So many people have gotten knocked over, knocked down, issues happening, all types of things happening. And you have to just totally do what you have to do to, stay strong pretty much. So I just encourage people that everybody's trying to talk about Diddy, but if that's the thing for him, if that's what he says you have to do to work with him, again, it becomes a choice. Like, people choose appropriately. Choose the right things that you need to do for yourself to protect yourself. Don't worry about the fact that I need to be in this particular person's space in order to be successful, because that's not always the case. So, y'all, everybody mad at Diddy, but Diddy is protected and doing what he doing for himself and his brand, and you should do the same thing.
No, you shouldn't be dirty.
I didn't say be dirty. I said you should protect yourself.
Just like he performed at the VMAs, right? Mm-hmm. The only person he had came up there was Keisha Cole. The rest was his kids. You have been in the industry for over 20 years. Where was Craig Mack?
Again, all of that is choice. Again,
where was total?
Like, why do people get mad at people for what they choose to do? Like, that's like somebody telling me, I should have had Queen Latifah on there because it was 50 years of hip hop.
It is 50 years of hip hop.
For him, those people.
So why are
but
we
think
watching
about
your
this.
child then?
But think about this. Maybe he could have came with the concept of it was futuristic. That they're gonna take over what the future holds. He could have did that at the everybody end. Knows. See,
he has
man can't even tell what he wanted in his performances. You see how people do?
Girl,
I'm just being honest. Bertha said he think he's slick. That's what a lot of people saying. James says same thing with L.A. Reid and Babyface with LaFace. These execs got rich on these artists' back. Clive Davis is another one. That's absolutely true.
He definitely
but again, people fail due to the lack of knowledge. They don't know. So if you don't know, forget reading it yourself. Go to somebody that ain't nowhere near them people, don't know nothing about them. Go to another city, another state. Yeah, the state sanctions are different, but go to somebody that's not affiliated with anybody that's a part of it. Use a third-party entity to get the information you need so you know you're not being slicked. Just because you want to be a part of this group.
Aretha said, read the fine print.
Exactly.
If it don't make good sense, next.
Yes.
And that is
people
true.
do want to be, people really, really want to do that. So for James said, y'all so right about people want to be famous so bad and don't negotiate and end up getting effed over. Music execs only have their best interest in mind. They can care less about the artist.
And that's so true. And that's like the guy Jason Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
He was Simba in a Lion King.
Right.
And he sang the song and they was gonna pay him $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, his mom actually looked at the contract and was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, y'all giving him $2 million now, what can he make over the years?
Right.
She was like, no, I want my son to get royalties.
Mm-hmm.
And baby, he thanks
set him up for life.
And he thanks her all the time. He thanks
her every time. But we just have to educate ourselves.
We get to the place and we don't realize, that's when you don't realize your worth, I feel like.
Right.
You don't realize your worth. You're there. People, they're talking to you, so that means that you're good. Say, hey, let's do it. So that was my thing.
Yep. It's just one of those situations. It was unfortunate. Jason Weaver's mom was so smart. Absolutely, she was. When he had the band looking for gold milk, I knew he was thrown. Child, it's a whole bunch of stuff. But again, we still have to understand he living his life.
Right.
And he
making good moves.
He making his moves to protect himself. All I'm saying, you should be doing the same thing in your everyday life, just like Puff. I'm just saying.
Well, that was our last story of the night. And we just want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Baby.
We got to get it off because she needs to eat.
I have, my sugar keep dropping.
And I brought her food. She won't eat it. So we going to shut down the show. But it's time. It's time to shut down.
Anyway, please remember to tell somebody to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we just want to shout out everybody who
joined with us tonight.
Last week and joined in tonight.
Yes, we're over 2,000. We went from 400 people to 2,000
people in 1 week.
So please, thank you for the support. And over 170K views. So it's getting out there. You better tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the Butch and Queen podcast. God is so good and merciful. But not only that, we just appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to in your schedule, because everybody booked and busy and everybody's life is lifing. But we appreciate everybody, Tip and myself and all of you.
And love on yourself.
Yes, y'all. There's a lot of mental. I want to close out with. There's a lot of stuff that's going on with mental health.
Yes, it is.
A lot of people face a lot of challenges. And if you don't know, I work with a lot of students and I work with a lot of people in the philanthropy side of my life. And it's so important that we really think about the next person. Y'all, it's okay to say hello. It's okay to say thank you.
It's okay to smile.
It's okay to smile at somebody, even if you don't feel like smiling. Because that smile alone, that thank you alone, that appreciation alone may have saved a life.
Right. Oh, and this weekend, at Friendship Baptist Church.
Yes, if you're in Atlanta.
Yeah, if you're in Atlanta. It's the men's walk, and it starts at what time?
We have the men's awareness walk. It's the 5K. Yeah. This is a group that is so important. It started out in Ohio, and it's a men's awareness walk. We always talking about women all the time, but did you know between the ages of 18 and 65, men are dying from diseases that actually have maintenance where they can survive.
Right.
So we, and it's black males especially. So on Saturday, there is a 5K run walk. It is free. They have vendors, Morehouse, Morris Brown College. All of us, we will be out there, and Johnson & Johnson, a host of vendors.
Yeah,
it's free. It's free. They have live music.
Yeah.
We have all this stuff out there.
Super
so come,
fun.
and even if we have a kids zone. So remember to come out to the men's awareness
They even give
walk.
out food. They gave out food.
We give
last
out food
year.
too. So come to the men's awareness walk. That walk lasts about 45 minutes, y'all.
Yeah.
You will be done. If you want to participate, it is free. If you want to bring your kids, bring somebody out to get screened for free. Okay, for free. This is in Atlanta, Georgia, at Friendship Baptist Church. 80 Walnut Street, Atlanta, Georgia, 30314. That's just a part of our philanthropy life. You know, that stuff we do that it don't cost you a thing to do. So show some love to somebody that deserves it just like you deserve it too. So,
all right.
Love y'all. Good night. Smooches, deuces, peace.
For tuning in. Are you ready? Let's get it. Drop the beat. This one you twerk.